Hi, my name is Jarsi Ibanez and I am the Technical Director at Montgomery Soccer Club. Today I would like to discuss a few technical aspects that may help you improve your child's footwork and educate you on the technical foundation of where you can help coach your child at home for a more rapid development. I have integrated the curriculum for the club to allow parents and their children to have empowerment over educating and developing each other at home in the sport of soccer. Oftentimes, the technical aspect of the game itself is skipped and moved on to game-like scenarios. There is nothing wrong with the game-like scenarios, and they are practical and very useful for team environments, but I believe that to play the game of soccer, you first need to know how to become the player. And to become the player, you must learn the fundamental aspects of what creates the player, like running, understanding your bodily motor functions, core development, posture correction, cardio for stamina, and how to develop a mental physique, all to which help you grow as an athlete. As a parent, you should be able to understand your child's needs for development better and how you may assist them through the long run by taking the time to understand how their body thinks and works. Running oftentimes is avoided when it comes to teaching the child the proper technique for many reasons. 1. The coach or trainer is not qualified to teach the child how to run. 2. You simply don't know how to teach the child how to run because this information is barely attainable, and if it is, there are too many factors put into perspectives. A third factor would be that many people believe their child will naturally overcome this through time, but this is a false statement. Soccer is just like any sport that would involve physical movement or use of the bodily motor functions. Therefore, for any athlete to enjoy the sport in general, they must learn to understand their body and how it applies to the sport they are in. Understanding bodily motor functions that are cohesive to the development of learning how the body may work with the direction of passing and movement is crucial. Questions we should be asking our parents, volunteer coaches, certified trainers are: what parts of the body are cohesive to giving me the ability to attain better control of the ball? What parts of the body allow me to give better passes that are attainable during games? What parts of the body allow me to direct a pass correctly so that it doesn't always end up with the wrong teammate? Having a complete understanding to why certain warm-ups are detrimental to the development of a player and why it should be done weekly if not daily, like foundation, toe taps, dribbling, and juggling. Foundation warm-ups exercises are important to your development. Just like a house cannot be built without the proper foundations needed to keep it standing and lasting forever, a player cannot be built correctly if he or she does not attain the proper technique needed to create what I call the player core. Foundation exercises are used to help develop the player's touches on the ball and to help them improve their balance and focus and honing hip joint mobility for passing exercises. Toe tap warm-ups are used to help the players warm up for stopping the ball after receiving a pass from their fellow teammate. Dribbling warm-ups are used to help develop the child's motor function skills with the ball. This warm-up teaches them to focus on the importance of the proper dribbling technique while developing a bodily motor function skill that allows them to attain control of the ball within reach. When teaching the proper dribbling technique, ensure that you explain the importance of having their toes pointed down and their ankles locked to emphasize on dribbling with the lace part of the shoe. Juggling warm-ups are used to help develop a player's mental focus, balance, control, shooting, and touches on the ball, which will help them improve further on honing their dribbling skills. The technique I teach for juggling is called TAC, T-A-C, toes down, ankles locked, while bending the leg towards your hip and your chest towards the ball. Ensuring that this proper technique is being applied is very important because many people believe that they have the proper technique for juggling, and in most cases, they don't. You are either one of the two people. One, when you juggle, the ball spins. Therefore, you are practicing, teaching yourself to dribble with your toes up and shoot with your toes up, meaning you're learning to toe kick. Two, when you juggle, the ball does not spin or hardly ever does spin. Therefore, you are practicing, teaching yourself to shoot with your laces and dribble with your laces. Some of the best training is done at home or away from practices because it is the only time a player is truly one-on-one with themselves. The only way that training at home or away from home practices may be achieved correctly is if the parent and child are willing to work together to educate themselves on the sport they are aiming to focus on. In this case, soccer. So, who knows? Your child may be the next Ronaldo or Messi, and you may never know unless you are willing to work with them to unlock their full potential. Key things to focus when you do work with your child is to accept that all children learn at their own pace. Your duty as a parent to your child when coaching them is to comprehend that they will learn and understand the technique eventually. The most important part of this learning experience is that you are learning to teach a top-level player by knowing the technique that better assists them in their growth. As I always say, practice makes permanent because it is the things we teach the kids daily and the routine we run that affect them permanently. So if your coaching is aggressive, then the child is most likely not going to want to play or learn the sport. The club also provides one-on-one training if you would prefer someone else to train your child, but it is imperative for a parent to be fully involved in the child's life goals so that the child does not derive or fall away from the things you see them accomplishing. The best way to ascertain this is by positive coaching and using short words or phrases they will remember as they continue to develop. You must also remember that oftentimes children and teenagers like to be in their own world, but by showing them love, patience, and understanding, most importantly that you are willing to grow with them, your child will learn to become a better leader and the ultimate athlete that will be coachable at all levels.